Thank you very much, Pulse. I am joined by Rekkles. First of all, congratulations on a dominant and convincing win. I want to talk about Cly. Let's sit back and tell me, how did you find this guy, and why did you bring him into the team?
Well, I guess first of all, we met maybe in Season 3 or so in solo queue. So I've known about him for a while now already, but he didn't really come up to point until lately when the reset and everything, and he was really high in Challenger. So I guess we just kind of ended up playing against each other and with each other occasionally, and then I just ended up duking with him a bit. And it felt, I guess, right already from the start, because we're both Swedish, we both understand each other on a personal level, so it's like easy to get along, I guess, in some ways. And it was kind of just convenient in some ways too, because things didn't really work out on a team level with Noxiac, and that's something that kind of hinders us to grow faster, to grow more. And I think that's why we made the change we did. Yeah.
Well, congratulations on the win. This is the first mid-season substitution that Fnatic has made since 2013. It's been a long time, and I can imagine it was a difficult decision. But what is the mood like in the team now that you've been training with Cly for a week? Obviously, the win is going to help out, but what's the mood in the gaming house in terms of your preparation?
I mean, it's not like the mood was bad or anything when Noxiac was around. It was still really good. But I think now with Cly coming in, it's more just, it feels like everyone's on the same page, both in the game and outside of the game. And it doesn't have to be forced in some ways, and that's kind of the problem. That was kind of the problem with Noxiac. Even though we all really, really tried, and it was a tough decision to make to replace him, I still feel like it was just something that was meant to happen at some point. And the sooner we did it, the more time we had to grow with one another. And with IM coming around in 3 weeks or so, we want to be on our A game so we can put up a fight and represent Europe well.
I'm happy to hear that. Looking ahead, something that Fnatic as an organization and a team you guys have said as well, looking towards Worlds. Let's get some insight then. Is your primary role still going to be shot caller, or is this something you're also looking at to adjust in the team now that you brought Cly on?
Well, I think over the past month I've kind of grown into the role already. And I feel like I've gotten a lot better at it, and at the same time allowed myself to, I guess, play my game as well. So I wouldn't say, like, with him coming in, he's going to take everything over, but then again, maybe he can take some burdens off my back, because at some points it can get a lot for me to deal with, because as an AD carry you are very, like, on point all the time. You don't have much time off where you can kind of take a step back and think about what's next. But I feel like so far it's been working quite well with me on the shot calling role, and everyone chipping in and giving maximum amount of information, so it makes my job a lot easier, I guess. And I think today we showcased a pretty strong, like, team synergy. We were really on point with what we were doing together.
Yeah, it definitely looked that way from an outside perspective. Thank you very much for the honesty. Congratulations on the win, and best of luck for the rest of the split. For now, we're going to head back up to Shocks on the analyst desk to wrap up that game.